Armani is an innovative fashion designer, but perhaps not in in a conventional sense. You know, if you look at his shows, he's not trying to do fireworks and theatricals, but he's innovative in the sense that he has this incredibly powerful personal aesthetic, this Armani world. And when it comes to Emporio Armani Magazine, what it really is it's his take on global youth culture. And that's interesting because that was at a time before we talked about things like globalization. So he really had this sense of, this is what I want to say to the youth of the world. I remember Emporio Armani Magazine as being a magazine full of amazing pictures, but when we look back at it, the thing that really struck me was how innovative it was as a features magazine. It did things that you might expect, like reviews of books and films and records, but then, there'd be an issue about Cuba where there'd be profiles of Wim Wenders, Fellini. They wanted this to be a world view, and that's quite exciting at the time. We weren't connected globally in that sense. We didn't have the internet. People didn't know what was going on the other side of the world. To some extent, this new issue is a celebration of that original magazine, and we show people spreads and imagery from there. But at the same time, it also does what the magazine always did, which is engages with the culture today. And also we're showcasing the work of some young photographers. There's a young Italian called Matteo Montanari and a young Norwegian called Benjamin Alexander Husby, who've both contributed shoots to the issue. I think in Giorgio Armani's mind, personally, he always wanted to talk to a youthful global customer. And in the new issue, we decided to pick a city to represent a cosmopolitan global city, and we chose Berlin because for the 21st century, we think it's all going on there. It's exciting and it really fits with what the spirit of Emporio Armani is. So what's great is that we've been given the freedom by Giorgio Armani to go back to that kind of philosophy, that kind of mentality, and I hope people will see that when they look at the issue. This is what happens when a group of creative people get together and produce a publication.